What up, what up, what up? It's your boys Mick and Jared.
What's good, people?
Coming at you once again for a puff a minute. It is 2019, folks. Happy New Year. Welcome to the new year. This is how we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We sitting out here right now about to shoot another, puff a minute Cigars and Conversation episode in the backyard studio. Hey, Jay, you want to tell them why we in the backyard studio, man?
Hey, man. We can't even give them a shout. We got to give them a thumbs down.
They not getting no love right now. No love.
But we got kicked out of another venue.
We did.
We tried to let them give them some love.
They kicked
us
out.
Let them know what we do.
They said, get out of here.
We want our followers to know where we smoke at.
Exactly.
Where we enjoy to spend our time. Exactly. They didn't want us there.
Yeah,
so you know what? It's cool. You know, love lost. You know, we ain't gonna do that.
We ain't gonna tell nobody who we talking about.
We ain't gonna be petty.
I'm gonna be petty.
You gonna be petty?
I'm gonna be petty. Yo, I ain't fooling with the ETA Lounge, y'all, over at Aliante. Okay, I ain't fooling with them no more. I tried to show them some love, man. The staff tried to be cool, but the rest of them was like, yo, they call security and everything, man. Like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Want some classy brothers.
Silly, man, silly. So
some classy brothers.
Anyway, here we are. You know what I'm saying? That's over with.
Yeah,
it's 2019. We on to some bigger stuff, some better stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So today, man, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm smoking right here. Okay, this is that Alec Bradley. It's the rare and fine. Now they put way too much information on the label here. You feel me? Yo, this is a serious premium smoke, y'all. I can tell you that this joint was rolled between July 9th and the 15th, the week of the 9th in 2017. It was released on 10/24/2018. This sucker got dates on it like a fine wine. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, I can tell you the name of the person who rolled it. Thank you, Juan Artesia, you know what I'm saying, and Wilmer Valera and everything like that, and who approved it. But I'm going to tell you like this, guys. This is exactly what it's set up to be. It's kind of rare, you know what I'm saying? So if you can find this cigar, go out and get it. Yeah. And it is a very fine cigar, and that's the name of it. It's the Alec Bradley Rare and Fine. Okay, so that's what I'm enjoying today. What you got going, my brother?
Yeah, I'm keeping it simple, man. Aleutian cigars. If you know Aleutian, this is just a straight butter Nicaraguan smoke. I love these large gauges. This is the Fuma de Amor. So I'm really enjoying this one so far. Just got into it. But, hey, you know Aleutian always makes a good cigar. Good construction, good taste. You know, no complaints on my end. Not rare and fine, but still a beautiful smoke.
Still a beautiful smoke. That's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. Yo, there's a lot that we can talk about this week, man.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Oh, by the way, y'all, you know, we pairing today with that 1792 small batch bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. So if you got this one, if you guys haven't had the small batch, it's another seriously smooth smoke. Perfect pairing for your, for your sticks or whatever you're enjoying. So
absolutely,
that's what's going on. So yeah, man, you know what? There's so much to talk about, and you know, I say all the time that this is unscripted. You know what I'm saying? We sit down, we light a cigar, and we just share with y'all like what we do. You know what I'm saying? When we're smoking and we're just talking. You know, in order to prove that today, man, I decided to just let the camera roll on the live too, on IG Live. You know, so other people can see how it goes down and how the puff a minute actually came to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing right now. Unscripted conversation.
Yeah.
But I got to start off with, man, I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it.
You have to.
Man, what is going on, man, with the king? You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
The king?
Yeah, what's going on with King Trump, man? I'm sorry, dude. You know, but what is going on right now, dude?
It's a mess, but here's the thing, right? I was talking to my boy about this. Shout out to Kels. We met him. We saw him this morning, but he gave me a good point I wanted to mention, something that I think well-informed people should not get away from.
Come on with it.
And the point is, although Trump can say what he wants to say about the government employees not working and getting paid, at the end of the day, this whole situation with the wall, were we supposed to be paying for this? There was somebody else supposed to pay for this wall, right?
I know. I heard Mexico.
I heard Mexico was paying for the wall.
Yeah.
Have you heard that recently?
You know what? He tried to say that Mexico was still going to pay for it through this new MCA agreement, right? It wasn't a trade agreement. But that makes no sense, man, because trade agreements, the profits from trade agreements go to private companies.
Yes.
So how does that, pay for a wall unless you're saying that you're going to be taxing, these companies to this, that, other thing, and taking the revenue from those taxes? It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
I don't think that we as Americans are listening, right?
We're not.
I I don't think that we're listening with a third ear to the point where we're saying or challenging what's being said. Because in that same, in that same press conference in the Rose Garden, he made a statement. He said, "Well, it's just words. It's just words." And I think that was the key insight into the Trump mentality. Everything to him is just words.
He say
whatever you want. It don't really matter.
No,
nothing has to be true. You don't have to vet it or whatever. It's just words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's concrete, steel, metal fencing. It's all just words. Whatever you want. You can call it my shutdown. You can call it Pelosi shutdown. It's just words.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, this dude is a trip, man.
Yeah.
But
and he's saying a lot of stuff to detract us from what's really going on. Like you said, he's using. I don't think I've ever seen a president manipulate the press in the way that he has. And not just manipulate the press, but getting to the point where the press are not even representing us. They have a front row seat that we don't get. We can't sit there and talk to the president whenever he decides to have a press conference.
Okay.
These people are there hoping to give us the information that we want to hear.
Right.
We're not getting the questions there. They're asking about who's going to pay these government employees rent. Who's going to pay their power bill? That's not what we want to know.
Right.
That's not what these well-informed government employees want to know.
Exactly.
They want to know, why are they not working? They want to know, too, why didn't he do what he said he was going to do in the first place?
Yeah.
Because it just works.
Exactly.
It just works.
Well, he's good. He's comfortable, bro. So, a GS11 family, man, that's making somewhere between $60,000 and $80,000 a year, that's not getting a paycheck, that lives paycheck to paycheck. That's the least of his worries.
Least.
You see what I'm saying? So he's not really like feeding in. But I will say this: there's going to be some ground, to be fought for this week, because his house, his Senate guys or what have you, they're gonna have to make some decisions.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But are you going to hinge everything, man? Because you got a lot of people who are in your constituency. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Who right now are not being paid, and that's going to be a direct have a direct impact on upcoming elections,
right,
and stuff like that. So they're going to say, hey, are we going to ride this thing with him to the end, or are we going to say, okay, we'll approve some line item budgets and stuff like that where people can get paid and this, that, and other thing, and take the wall out of out of the budget approvals and stuff like that. So yeah,
and like I said, I look at it from a larger economy standpoint, right? Like my job is directly affected working with the SBA program, but the thing that people don't seem to understand is we've had tremendous growth.
Yeah,
these interest rates going up has caused that growth to slow down.
Okay,
something like this is going to slow growth even further.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think people understand the impact of the SBA on small business, and small business is what drives our economy.
True that.
To not be able to give them the funds they need during this time, now you're affecting the private citizens, not just the government employee. You're now messing with private enterprise.
Exactly, because that goes to jobs and everything else in the community. That's an excellent point, man, that I have not heard a lot of people bring up. Y'all heard it first on the Puff a Minute. I'm trying to tell y'all, we are not just blowing smoke out here.
Hey, Cigar Banker told you.
Come on now.
It's a real issue, man.
Yeah, that's real.
We look at the growth and we look at, I think Apple was just the first sign of that, right? The trade war with China. Now you see the effects that it's having on Apple, one of the largest companies in the world. Exactly. And look at the stock plump. I mean, it dropped 90 points, which was 30% of the drop in one day.
Who's watching? Exactly.
And the
not
swings,
seeing this.
And I put a comment up the other day on LinkedIn. It's nice that we have such great job numbers, but those job numbers are from 2018.
Yes.
Okay, what's going to happen now, 2019? Job growth is going to slow.
Yeah.
January is a huge month for businesses.
Exactly.
It's going to slow down, bro.
Exactly.
And they're not talking about the real issues, man.
It's crazy, man. I wonder where, you draw the line sometimes about where real life meets art and fiction.
Okay.
And stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So there's two things. So when I look at this whole situation with Trump, man, and stuff, with the whole Russia probe, collusion, non-collusion, all of that type of stuff, man. And I'm reminded of the Manchurian Candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Again, and I'm bringing that up for a reason, man, because there was something else that was real huge that hit the entertainment world this week. You know what I'm saying? That people are going to be talking about for a long time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But to me, they're two sides of the same coin, right? Because it talks about individuals who are egotistical, right? Individuals who feel like they can do no wrong, and individuals who do things at the expense of others for their own selfishness, and their own benefit.
Yeah.
All right. So one of them we just talked about. The second one, is the whole R. Kelly situation.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And I liken that to another novel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I read. It's one of the first what's his name? John Grisham novels that I read when I was in the service.
Okay.
And it was this book that was called The Time to Kill. I don't know. Have you ever saw that? There was a movie that was made with Michael McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson and all of that. But the premise of the movie was that there was these two white guys that raped a 10-year-old girl. Okay, and it was a legal drama, right? And the father of the 10-year-old girl, I think he murdered them, or he did. I think he either murdered one or something. But he was on trial, for murder. And then Michael McConaughey's character in the movie had to defend him, right, so to speak. When I first read that book, it disturbed me, right? Because I'm like, what kind of a mind does it take for an author to even write about a subject as taboo as a 10-year-old child being raped by two grown men? Cut to R. Kelly, right? And how people in our community continue to defend this drag of society, man, this pedophile, this predator, you know what I'm saying? But it's with the same enthusiasm that people outside of our community and what have you defend Trump. That's why I say it's two sides of the same coin.
Take it back. What was the first comment you made? Separate art from the person, right?
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, I'm not trying to go too deep, but what I'm saying is it's amazing how people can show two sides of themselves.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Because people want to look at R. Kelly and they want to say, oh, I believe I can fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't want to look at the fact that this dude has been preying on young children in the community for years. And they're still defending him to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out what kind of a mindset does it take. What is it going to take to convince you? How much evidence is going to be proof enough for you to finally come back and say, okay, he can sing some good songs, but the brother need help, like straight up. You know? So I watched that. Did you see that whole thing?
I didn't see it, but here was another comment that came out that kind of disturbed me personally as a parent with having two daughters. You have two daughters as well. There were people trying to accuse parents of allowing their children to be put in these situations to gain some access or what have you to R. Kelly because he was just that much of a figure. And, I saw these comments floating around. I was like, okay, I understand. There's two sides to every story.
Where the parents at? Yeah,
There's two sides to every story, right? Yeah. But at the same time, like, can we really justify the actions of a predator because someone wanted to get backstage? Could a parent willingly know that this guy is a predator and say, I'm willing to deal with that so I can get access to it?
No.
Do we put him on that pedestal like that?
No parent, you know what I'm saying, again, based on what they showed in that documentary, a lot of parents were sort of kept in the dark and not given access to their children.